Hello, I have some thoughts. I was thinking about my future and what it entails, and I always kind of considered myself to be someone who wanted normality, something that was very regular and very, common. I always kind of assumed that I'd be that person just to kind of, you know, go out with a bang, but live my life rather normally. Because every time I'm like, what do I want for myself in the future? Do I want a 9 to 5? Do I want a job that just treats me right and just live a life of just nothingness, but have like comfortable be comfortable with normality? And I always kind of assume that I'd be okay with it, but the more I think about it, I think I would go ape shit, to be honest with you. If I had to like live a life where I had to follow a schedule for the rest of my life and live a life where I had to be extremely normal and follow like the regularities of human existence, I don't think I would be able to live with myself. I think I would probably be dead by 25. And that's not very far away because considering that I'm 18 right now, that's only 7 years away. And if I were to get a 9 to 5, I always kind of idealize that vision. I feel like every time I think about a 9 to 5, I'm like, oh, that's going to be so great. But then the more I kind of think about it, the more I would rather die than have to live like that. I always ask myself, is that what you really want? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's what everybody wants, right? A 9 to 5, you live the life, and you're just kind of like, oh shit, that's fun. And then it all hits, and I'm like, that's not what I want for myself. Some people might want that, and some people might be fine with that. But I just think about it, and I'm just like, I can't live like that. Even now, when I have to wake up at like 8 in the morning just to go to classes and live life, I hate that. Like, I can do it proficiently, and I can probably do it for at least 4 more years. But after that, I'm not sure what else I could do. I always think about it too. I'm like, how do people wake up every single morning and just find calm in their existence? How do they wake up every morning and like be okay with not having spontaneity in their life and not having variations and like variety in their life? They just wake up, they do their thing, and just go to bed. Because for my parents, they wake up every single morning, they go to work, come home, and go to bed. And they do that every single day, in and out. And I wonder to myself, is that what it's going to be like for me? It's not like I pity them, but it's not like I feel anything else towards them. I'm like, is that what I want for myself? And I'm like, no. But what else? What else is there in life to do? You know, what else am I gonna do in life other than, I don't know, fucking punch walls, eat shit, die? I don't know. I think about that a lot because what my mom wants for me is something that I want for myself, but it's not what I truly want. I don't want a 9 to 5. I don't want a comfortable life. I want to continue struggling. I want to continue just like, fight my way up. But I don't want to, because once I find that moment where I'm so satisfied with my life, I feel like that's probably my downfall. Like, I've had a couple of rough spots in my life. But once I find that like normal streak, and once I find that normality that everybody experiences, I feel like that's going to be my breaking point. Like, I'm literally going to break down and be like, holy shit, I am so boring. I literally have nothing to me, and I would rather die than go to work. I would rather die than get out of bed. I would rather die than have to even like brush my teeth. I'd rather die. And it's jarring to think about because that's literally all I've done for the most of my life. Like, for the majority of my life, that's all I've ever did. I wake up every single morning, I go to school, I come home, and I just do my thing, and I never find enjoyment out of it. But yet I do it because it's required of me, but it's not something I want to do, desire to do, aspire to do. I don't wake up every single morning and be like, oh man, rise to grind, time for school. I don't even want to like, to be honest with you, I love my friends. I really do. I love my family. I love everybody, but there's just some days, most of the days, majority of the time, where I just don't want to see anybody. I'd rather like rip out my eyes, rip out every single fucking hair on my head before I have to even speak to anybody, and yet I have to do so every single day. And I wonder why I'm always in like a pissy mood, why I want to deteriorate, why I want to just like end it all every single time. Even in happy moments, where I'm like with my friends and I'm having the funnest time ever. I'm like, dude, I could just die right now and it'd be so much more fun than this. But I'm literally having so much fun with my friends. I'm literally like enjoying every single moment. I'm like in the most euphoric heights ever. But when I'm with them, I literally just want to kill myself. What is that all about? Like I don't know what that's about. Like I literally will be laughing with my friends, like just like all giggly. Like, oh my god, bro, you're so fucking funny. And then in my head, I'm just like, I want to die. And it's not because I'm sad. It's not because I pity myself. It's not because I have a shitty life. I obviously have a very good life. Look at my Hatsune Miku poster. Look at everything I own. I literally own like so much shit. And I literally like am doing so well in life. I literally have a house that I get to live in. I have plans for the future. I literally am like admitted to like one of the like a really good college in my opinion. Like I'm literally doing so good for myself. And yet I still don't have enough happiness ever. I literally am missing something, but I don't know what I'm missing. I know I don't want a relationship because that's bogus. Okay, I don't need a relationship. I have friends, but like at the same time, it's like I don't need friends. Like there's something missing in my life, but I'm not sure what it is. But I'm happy, but at the same time I'm not, you know? And it's just I don't know, man. I always think about it too. I'm like, why do you think like this when you literally have such a good life and you literally get everything you ever could want in life, and like you are so fulfilled as a person? Like what more do you want from this world? Like what more could you possibly want? And I realize that I'm never going to be satisfied with anything in my life ever. Like I'm never going to find happiness in my life because I constantly want more and I'm always given more. But that builds up a tolerance, you know? Like, oh, I want this. I'm giving it. And I'm like, okay, I have what I want. Now I want more. And then I just keep on getting more and more and more. And to some degree, I have to stop being so hubris like. You know, I have to stop being so greedy and so like selfish. But I can't help myself because that's like how I've always been raised. You know? As an only child, my parents were like, you can get anything you fucking want in life and we'll give it to you. Because what else are we going to give our money to? The homeless? The needy? No, we have you. So we're just going to give all our money to you. And I'm like, okay. Even though I act like a piece of shit, even though I literally contribute nothing to society, I still get all I want and I'm still not satisfied. While there are people out there homeless, starving, abused, manipulated, and I am just normal. And I don't like that. What does that say about society? I'm not quite sure. But that's where I'm at right now. I always think about my future and I hate it. Because I don't want a normal future, but at the same time, I know that's the future I'm going to get. And I don't want that future. I don't know. It's a little bit jarring to think about. I know. And I always think about like how much privilege I truly have and how I'm squandering it just by being so self-loathing and like hating myself, you know? I literally have so much in life. I literally like have like all the resources that I could possibly want, and yet I always want more. And it's so greedy, it's so selfish. But for some reason I just can't stop it. I just can't stop wanting more and more and more, you know? And when I'm provided something that I want, such as normality, I don't want it. Why? Because it's something I want, and I know I don't want it. Does that make sense? Well, if it does and it doesn't, I don't know. My parents give me everything I could ever fucking need, and I always want more from them. But they can't give me more because they're giving me all they can. My friends give me all they can, and I want more, but they can't give me more because they have their own lives to care about. Now, what does that say about anybody? I don't know. But yes, I think about my future quite a bit, as I've said. And when I think about it, I always like look at people who like, okay, let me word this correctly. Whenever I like go out day to day, I always wonder how people are able to kind of maintain a regular schedule, have okay, let me just provide an example. Like wake up at 8 in the morning, sometimes a little bit earlier, and then have a normal meal and then go to work and then or school and then come home, work out, do all the doohickeys, and just have a full schedule and like hit the hay at like, I don't know, like 11, 10, I would say, and like redo that every single day. Every single day. Like, are they lying to themselves? Are they lying to themselves just because they like found themselves in this cycle and this schedule that they can't escape? So they just make like they come to terms with it. Are they actually enjoying life, or is it like a lie? Because even if I do ask people, they're just gonna be like, "Oh, I just do it because it's just to do it." But I don't understand it, you know. But this isn't me trying to be a pessimistic person. Like I'm generally a pretty like carefree and very kind of like like I live, laugh, love most of the time, right? I literally just like live life with no thoughts. But when I do get thoughts, I hate them because I don't understand them because I don't think a lot, you know? When you don't think a lot, when thoughts actually come to you, it's a little bit jarring. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit terrifying. So you know me, I'm just kind of like, holy fuck, what do I do? I don't know. Because like I said, when you don't think a lot, sorry, I was eating and it's like stuck in my throat. Oh my god. Anyways, like I was just thinking about that because I'm like, there's no way people are actually enjoying their lives out there. They're like, it just baffles me how people are actually genuinely like happy in this life. I think I might need to find a god or something. I think I need to join a religion or like a cult or something to find like purpose or meaning. Because I do have purpose or meaning. Like I think I do. I think I do. I do. I think I do have purpose. My purpose is just to finish school. But after that, who knows? So I don't really know, like if people are genuinely, not generally, genuinely like happy in life, Like I always like see people just like, living life and just doing their thing. And I'm just like, how do people do that? Like, how do people do taxes? How do people like pay their bills? How do people just like get a car? Like, I literally have never had to worry about that ever in my life. Like, I've never had to pay bills. I've literally never had to buy my own car. I, like, barely fill my own gas. Like, I barely do my own groceries either. And I barely, like, do anything else. I barely had a job. And yet, I'm so unsatisfied with my life. And I don't know what to do about that, to be honest with you. I always think about, oh my god, maybe I can like do like a charity. Like maybe I can like help people, but then I'm like, no. Like what the fuck is up with that? I don't know. I think about it pretty often too. I'm always like, Quinn, you're such a shitty person. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's sick. Yeah, I guess I'm a shitty person. Like, what am I gonna do about it? Well, nothing really. And like, I'm always like, oh, I've improved since I was younger. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. You're still the same little piece of shit you were when you were 14, when you were 13, when you were a little piece of shit. You still rely on your parents and you still have no fucking friends. That's a lie. I do have friends. And like, I feel like people are pretending in this world. I really do believe that. I do believe that people are genuinely not like not them real selves. Like I feel like people are lying to themselves or like putting on an act. Like I feel like people are acting because that's what I do. Whenever I go out in public, I am not myself. I just put on like a really really happy exterior and I pretend that I don't have any worries in the world, and then when I get back to my room, yeah, I start to crumble. uh, yeah, but I don't know. Like, I've never felt myself when I'm with my friends or when I'm with my family. I never feel like I can truly be myself around them or by anybody else. Like even when I'm alone, I'm like, "Oh, Quinn, don't think like that. Don't think about killing yourself. Don't think about being sad. Don't think about college. Don't think about anything else. Don't think about how selfish you are. You're so happy. Like, you're literally so happy." And I'm like, "You're so right. I am so happy." So, yeah, that's what I do like every single day. I wake up every single day and then I pretend to be happy. And I am happy. And then, but when I get back to my room, I'm so happy. And then every single time I have a little sad thought, whenever I think about killing myself, I'm like, "Oh, don't think like that. You don't want to do that because you literally would like lose out on everything if you killed yourself. If you killed yourself, what would your parents think?" And I'm like, "I don't give a fuck." But then my brain is like, "Quinn, you do give a fuck." You do give a fuck because think about how much money your parents put into you. Think about how much investment went into you, how much funds went into you, how expensive you are. You can't kill yourself because you imagine the funeral costs. And I'm just like, "God damn, you're so right." And then, but like, I'm just like, "But wouldn't it be so much easier just to get it over and done with? Because they still have to pay my college debts." And I'm like, "Quinn, that doesn't matter, man. You just have to just fucking kill yourself and then it'll be over with." And then I'm just like, "Oh, you're so right." But then I never do it because I'm a pussy ass bitch. Because I have a midterms. I have midterms and I can't kill myself until I finish them. And once I finish them, I'll find another reason not to kill myself. Because I'm a pussy. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And like I said, I literally can't find enjoyment in this world or in myself or with anybody. Like every time I'm out and about, I literally just want to go home and rot. I don't even want to be outside. And I like being outside. I like people. I like talking to people, but I hate them at the same time. I hate people. I want to, like, I get so, like, I literally get, like, homicidal thoughts when I go out. I literally, like, get so murderous and, like, I'm like, I could literally, like, I literally couldn't. I think one of the ironic parts about me wanting to like kill people is that I couldn't, you know, because I'm literally 5'1" and I literally don't even know how to hold like a proper butter knife. So I don't think I could kill anyone like theoretically or hypothetically or any of the sorts. But like in my mind, I'm like, "God damn, I just want to kill myself and everybody in this vicinity." But then I don't because I can't. But for me, I feel like if I kill myself, that's more of a possibility. Like me killing people, that's like a zero possibility because I really don't have like any like assets of being like a murderer. But if I were to able to like, but like, for myself, that's like a 50% chance, man. I could or theoretically not do it. Most of the time, it's teetering on like 70%, but sometimes it's 30. I would prefer it to be 30, but I'll take a 70%. You know, wait, that's opposite. I would prefer it to be 70%. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I would prefer it to be 30 because that's lower. Yes. Yes. But yeah, so that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. I don't know what this says about me and my placement in society. Um, but yeah, that's what I was just thinking. So right now, I think I'm gonna go make a focaccia bread and soup. And that is 1 in the morning. So yeah. So yeah. That's the only thing that brings me joy in life. Making focaccia bread and soup. And then once I finish making that, I don't even want to eat it. So that's it. Alright, good night.